this particular chart. You see it. Hello. Hi. You follow my channel? Say hello to our audience. You accept cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, we accept Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. They can pay easily in 1 second here.
Hey guys, Alessio, hope you're well. In this video, we're going to take a look at this chart of dumb money and smart money sentiment and what it's potentially telling us about the major markets. Plus also we'll have a look at this particular chart you're seeing here, fascinating chart I want to talk to you about today, and what this potentially means by the major stock markets. What does it potentially mean? And what are the implications perhaps for Bitcoin as well? I'll discuss this in this video. Plus also guys, I'm going to take you inside Iran's metro system. I'm standing right next to one of Tehran's metro stations or subway stations, and we're going to try the overground and the underground. I've never tried Iran's subway or metro system. This is going to be a first time for me and perhaps a first time for you as well. All right, guys, join me. All right, guys, welcome back. So let's go ahead inside. All right, here we go. We're in. So guys, just to let you know, we're in Vardovard station in, I believe it's in north of Tehran. And again, I've never tried the Iran underground or metro system, the subway system. This first section we're going to try, I believe it's the overground, so it's not actually the underground just yet, but I think we're going to get to the underground soon. Okay, we arrived on the platform and look who's here.
Hi.
It's my good friend Human. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
So Human, where are we going? Where are you taking me? Exactly. I don't think I need a mask in this section.
Yes. Go to Tajrish.
Are we going to the bazaar in Tajrish?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, guys. So as me and Human are waiting for our train heading towards central Tehran, let me just play for you what I said to our members in a members video last month about the major markets and this particular chart you're seeing here and what it potentially means. So let me just play this for you and we'll come back and talk about the markets. Which shows the spread between dumb money and smart money confidence of a potential rally in the stock market. And we can see that the spread here, so the spread between dumb money and smart money confidence, potential rally in the stock market, has widened quite significantly. So we can see that's the smart money confidence, and this is the dumb money confidence down here. Now, dumb money confidence is not extremely low, but nonetheless, historically and statistically speaking, when the spread widens like this, we can see here, it usually has been a positive sign for the stock market going forward, particularly in the next 2 to 3 months. All right, guys, I think our train is about to arrive any minute now. Okay, by the way, guys, it's freezing cold here as I'm making this video, just to let you know. Hey guys, just to let you know, we've been here on this train now for literally a minute, and there are literally salesmen coming on this train selling stuff, all kinds of stuff. All right, guys, so as you heard me say in that video, in the members video, when there's a massive divergence between the sentiments between dumb money and the smart money, as we saw. So smart money was severely bullish. Dumb money was rather in the bearish territory or neutral to bearish. But in any case, when there's a massive divergence between smart money and dumb money sentiment in the markets, that's usually a bullish sign. It's typically a positive sign for the markets. And that's what we said in the video. And we've seen so far a nice rally, a nice bounce in the stock markets. Hey guys, check this out. Like literally 2-3 minutes later, another person is selling stuff. By the way, guys, if you want to watch a video on what the definition of dumb money actually is, I made a video with Guy Cohen, Trader Guy Cohen, some months ago. Go ahead and watch it. I'll put the link for you guys in the description. But essentially, dumb money, as Guy Cohen correctly said, is the uninformed money. So dumb money refers to people who assume a very bearish position. In other words, get very bearish at the worst possible time, but they also get very bullish, extremely bullish at the worst possible time. That is the best way to actually understand dumb money, smart money. Thank you. Now, there is also a very important contraindication when it comes to the stock markets. It's not just a dumb money and smart money disparity or divergence. Another important indication for the major markets is, I want to ask my good friend Human here, what do you think?
Uncertainty.
What's that?
Uncertainty.
Human is absolutely right, guys, because if you recall my last video, in other words, in February, I mentioned this chart showing the uncertainty index. And guys, as we know, there's a lot of things happening in the background, a lot of uncertainties, a lot of fear, and a lot of panic and anxiety at a time of just the beginning of the Ukraine-Russia crisis. And you can see there was a massive spike in uncertainty. And we mentioned in our video last month that whenever there's a spike in uncertainty, and when it's happened in the past, that's usually been a positive, a bullish sign, or a contrary signal. There was a contrary bullish sign for the major stock markets. And again, you can see it's proven to be correct. We've seen a nice bounce and a strong rally in the stock markets. By the way, the rally actually happened a lot quicker than what is normal, than what is statistically probable. But nonetheless, we're expecting some kind of bullishness in the months ahead, especially in a 2 to 6 months period. As we can see there, again, the data, courtesy of Jason Geppert, supports this view that, again, whenever there's a spike in uncertainty, when there's a lot of fear and uncertainty in the major markets, as we saw from this chart back last month, again, that's usually a bullish sign, a positive sign for the major stock markets. All right, guys, we have to change trains here. So Human's going to show me where we're going to go next. I think we have a map here.
Yes, we are here.
We're here?
Yes, and we want to go to this station, Tajrish.
Right. Right up to the north, Tajrish. All right, guys. So we finally made it out of the train station. Quite an experience. So before we talk about this particular chart of the markets, which is quite interesting, I want to explain to you what this potentially means. Just let you know where I am. I think, Human, we're in Tajrish, in the bazaar.
Yes.
So we've come to north of Tehran. Absolutely fascinating. Let me just show you over here. Got beautiful carpets, Persian art. As you can probably imagine, it's quite busy here. A lot of folks have come here to buy stuff for the Persian New Year, you know, as gifts for themselves or their family. It's just really busy. I have to tell you, one of the things I was surprised when I was in the metro, the subway, was how crowded it was. I didn't expect it to be so crowded. Did you, Human? I mean,
Very crowded, really.
And there was one point I was getting quite paranoid about filming in the trains. But anyway, we did it, so it's no big deal. And now we're in the bazaar. Anyway, let's go back to the charts in the market, and I want to mention briefly Bitcoin at the end of this video. So the bottom line is, look, this particular chart now is quite interesting. We've already discussed the divergence between smart money and dumb money. That's one contrarian important signal, and it's positive for the markets. We've also discussed the uncertainty index, which was also positive for the markets. Now I want to talk about another important leading indication for the stock markets, which is indeed this particular chart. You see it. Hello. Hi. You follow my channel?
Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Mohammed.
Mohammed, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I was actually watching
Nice to
you
meet
and
you.
you were in Tehran. I thought you were back to UK. No?
Well, I'm going to UK soon. All right. Thanks very much, Mohammed. He apparently watches our channel. Say hello to our audience. All right, guys. So that was quite interesting. I did not expect that to happen. But anyway, going back to the charts, this is the chart of the Dow Transportation Index. Now, why are we looking at a chart of Dow Transportation? Because as we know, transportation is a leading indication for the markets and the economy. So looking what transportation is doing is really important in my view. And let me also say this. I did not make this video by going through the Tehran transport by accident. I wanted to actually talk about transportation, well, this particular chart, the transportation index, and also go through transportation as well for the purpose of this video. Anyway, so you can see the Dow Transportation Index is broken out above resistance. We're above resistance, we're above the trend line, as we can see. That's a very positive, bullish signal. So the fact that the Dow Transportation Index, again, remember guys, transportation is sensitive to shifts in the economy, and it's a leading indication. So even though things may not appear to be positive, even though you may feel the economy is not great or positive, remember, this is a leading indication. So the economy is always lagging behind. That's why we look at transportation, which is a leading indicator. Transportation index has broken key resistance levels, as you can see on this chart, broken the trendline resistance, broken the previous resistance high, as you can see there on the chart. So again, to me, this is a very positive, bullish signal for the stock markets. And by the way, we can see similar positive signs on IWM. We can see it on the Russell. The Russell or the small caps have also broken resistance, which is also a very important leading indication. Let me just show what's happening in front. I have to tell you, I really love this bazaar. It's the kind of thing you would expect to see in the Middle East, you know, in Persia, in Iran, for example. So I love this bazaar. It's a bit tight, a bit crowded, but otherwise great to come to. And again, guys, if you do come to visit Iran, when you come to visit Tehran, do come and visit Tajrish if you can. All right, guys, so in summary, just to recap, I think as long as the S&P, as long as the stock market remains above 4,200, 4,300 range, I think bulls are in control for now anyway. And I think we could see potentially more upside in the weeks and months to come. And I think by the end of this year, we could potentially see new highs on the S&P, on the stock markets. Again, that's only if the S&P continues to remain above 4,200. Because below 4,200, especially we take out the lows that we made last month. So below 4,200, I would be less confident, and I think the risk would increase significantly to the downside. So what I'm saying is, if the S&P, and it's an if, but if the S&P was to drop below 4,200, then no, I would have to change my mind, because that would be a dangerous and bearish sign for the markets if that level were to break, if the S&P was to break 4,200, which, by the way, I'm not expecting. So I'm not expecting that bearish scenario of a break below 4,200. So I think that's less likely to happen. Again, I think the greater probability is for the uptrend to continue, again, to potentially make new highs by the end of this year on the S&P. Now listen, there could potentially be a pullback. There may be a pullback of 3% perhaps in the next few weeks. So that's entirely possible and probable. But I think even if there's a pullback, I think that the data, given the transportation index and all the other things we've looked at in this video, are suggesting we could see further upside in the weeks and months to come, and for bulls to remain in control, again, for the remainder part of this year. Again, at least perhaps until the winter period, perhaps until November, December. As we were walking, there was a gentleman here who wants to show us his carpets. So let's just have a quick look before I'll just quickly mention Bitcoin as well. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this gentleman here wants to show us his carpets, the Persian carpets. Okay, let's go inside. Oh, all right, here we go.
And everything you see here is made by hand.
All right, so what's the average price of your carpets here?
Average price here is not expensive, it's cheap. You know, because long time we are in this business, we have collected many different kinds of Persian carpets from everywhere, from north of Iran, south of Iran.
Can you offer our viewers, subscribers a discount if they come to your shop?
Yes.
Okay.
If you have a lot of subscribers, I give them more discount. And last 2 years was very difficult, but if your followers they come here, we give them more than 20%, 30% discounts.
Okay, guys. All right. What's your name?
My name is Mahdi, and I work here, I told you, with my family, and this is the Capital Carpet Shop.
So guys, if you do come to Tajrish, make sure you visit the bazaar and come to Capital Carpets, and come and visit Mahdi. He's going to show you his carpets, and he's going to give you a discount. Just mention you watch our YouTube channel, Alessio Rastani, on crypto, Bitcoin, and stock markets. All right, guys.
As he mentioned about the cryptocurrency, we accept here because I know about crypto and I'm into it. And
oh, really? You accept cryptocurrency?
Yeah, we accept Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. They can pay easily in 1 second here.
By the way, just let you know, he's not sponsoring me to say this. I'm just doing it because he seems like a nice guy.
Thank you.
And he seems like an honest person. All right, guys, the final thing I want to say in this video is simply this. If indeed the stock market remains bullish, which I think is likely, so as long as the stock market continues to remain in an uptrend, and as long as the momentum continues to remain positive and potentially bullish, then I think that's a positive sign for Bitcoin as well, because there's usually a positive correlation between Bitcoin and the stock market. So I think given the positive correlation we've seen between crypto, Bitcoin, and the stock markets, and I think as long as the stock market continues to remain an uptrend, and as long as the momentum continues to remain bullish, and I think it's a positive sign, a good sign for Bitcoin and crypto going forward as well. All right, guys, I hope this video has helped. Thank you very much indeed. Bye for now.